Tuesday the 2nd of November saw the closing Mass for All Souls Roman Catholic Church at Weaste. The Mass was celebrated by the Bishop of Salford, Bishop Terence Brain. Over 300 people crammed into the church to hear the Bishop explain the reasons for the church's closure. Reasons being the dwindling amount of parishioners, also structural damage to the building which the diocese cannot afford to pay to be repaired. This is the final ceremony, the closure of All Souls Church. This is Bishop Brain, flanked by 8 priests from the diocese, who've come to assist at the what is a very sad day for All Souls, the final Mass. Today could possibly be the last service at All Souls Church. Could you tell me what effect this will have on the community? Any chance the church could be saved?
Well, the simple answer to the question is yes, it is the last formal ceremony in the church because we've had to take a decision to close the church.
Here we see Bishop Brain celebrating the Mass. He's holding the Eucharist. And the last altar boy at All Souls Church there, the Bishop washing his hands.
The decision to close it has been taken over a period of time. It's not been something immediately done, and we've had to do it because there is no long-term future in which the community here as it stands will be able to maintain the church. The diocese isn't in a position to maintain it either. The cost to keep it needs a lot of work doing on it. So for reasons of that nature, we've had to make a decision to close it. This we began in 2003. So we're now 2010, but the process began in 2003. So it's been well planned.
Yeah. So it's going to be a very sad day for the community, isn't it?
I'm sure it is, yeah. Well, it always is when these things happen. It's a sad day for the bishop too. I mean, you don't expect to be going around closing things.
No.
But when you look back then you say over history, well, before this church was built, and it was built, what, 1920s of this century, or the last century, so it's less than 100 years old. Where were the people before that? Where did they go? Where were they before that? So that things change all the time. And one of the ways I try to explain it to people is sometimes I say, all your memories are in a place, but you move house, and all your memories in the old house, but you still move house, and then you realise, I haven't lost those memories. So again, in closing the church, they won't lose their place in the church, in the family of the church, but wherever they continue to worship, then there they will find the same memories, the same Lord, the same God.
Thank you very much, Bishop.
Okay, you're most welcome.
Communion was celebrated by virtually everyone at the congregation, some 200 people at least. So, all in all, a very sad day for the parishioners who will now have to use the nearby St James's Roman Catholic Church on Salford Precinct. Michael, what does the closure of this church mean to you?
Very sad today, really, to see the church going like that. You know, a lot of memories for me here. Living in parish all my life, from All Souls School in the early days through Our Lady. Always lived in the area. Father Travis, who I started off here with, I remember him. Father Quigley, through the different priests, up to Father Sean at the moment. And yeah, it's a sad day. I've had my kids baptised here, and I've done my Holy Communion, my confirmation. Really sad day to see it go.
Will you go to St James's?
I will, yeah, I will too. I will make the time out to go to St James's, but I do think this has been a nicer church. You know, it looks a bit more of a traditional church. So yeah, it must mean a lot to me because I miss United early the first half of the Reds tonight. So that shows what it means to me anyway.
This is the last chapter basically in the history of All Souls Church, as the bishop is led out of the church flanked by the other 8 priests from the diocese. Very sad occasion, and the church will be sadly missed by the local people.